Howdy folks, and today we're looking at how to paint Oxyotl. So the first thing you want to do is you want to prime your Mini with Chaos Black. After we've done that, we're going to be moving on to the second colour, and that's going to be Jacaro Orange. So that's a GW colour. All I've used is some thinner from Vallejo, thinned it down, and voila, we got a nice orange colour to start working on our Oxyotl. We let that dry, and then we move on to Dead White from Vallejo. And so we're just doing a highlight, sort of spraying it from the top, leaving some of the previous orange showing. After that was done, we then use Orange Fire from Vallejo, and that is a paint from the Air range. Now I'm just doing a bit of work on the base, and I'm colouring in the whole base Rhinox hide. Also using this as a chance to sort of do some brown on the tree trunk as well. I thought it would have to, sort of go along with my other bases that I've done. So I end up doing a highlight on all the wooden parts as well as the base using Beastie Brown. So this particular model, he's got like a pool of slime, or I don't know, I guess a swampland of some sort. But I wanted it to stand out and be a little bit different to my other miniatures. So I started off with Caliban Green. I then did a highlight of Warpstone Glow, followed by Warboss Green, Moot Green, and then doing Light Livery Green. Any of the gold parts, so his blowpipe, I have used Retributor armor. And that's once again to tie in with the rest of the models that I've done before, as well as, it being such a unique model, it needs a golden blowpipe really. For the spikes on the back, we started off with Xandri Dust. Any of the ropes that you see that he's got here, where it's holding the frog, we have used Doomball Brown. So Doomball Brown for the string. Here I'm just using a bit of Reichland Flesh Shade, and I'm sort of putting it on his eyeball, as well as trying to get it in the recesses where the scales are, to add a bit of depth to the miniature itself. Try not to overdo this, as we don't want to lose the really nice orange that we've already done. There's a little gem on his blowpipe, and we started off using Mephiston Red. For the plants that are on his base, I have used, I believe it was Death Guard Green. But it can be any colour that you like, obviously, as long as it matches with what you're doing. So the little blow darts that he has here, we're just using Lead Belcher for those. First highlight on the blowpipe is Auric Armor Gold. You will have to forgive me, I'm sort of stumbling upon myself in this video. I haven't done a voiceover in quite a few months, so I do apologise, sort of out of practice already. So, sorry. I decided that our little skink, chameleon skink, needed a bit of a dry brush, so here I'm just using some Tyrant Skull and just sort of picking out some of the scales, the eyeball, once again, making it look a bit better and adding a bit of depth to the whole model. I think it worked really well, and I was very, very pleased with such a simple dry brush, and yet it was effective. We're then moving on to the first highlight of our spikes on his back, and I'm just using Ushabti bone here from GW. So I've decided to do another highlight on his blowpipe, and here I'm just using a silver, so it can be any bright silver. In this case it was silver from Vallejo. So yeah, here's our finished model. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.